possible so that when they go out, they won't die. I think that's what I'm working on today.
Okay. Yeah, stable
I'll
as
remember more as
possible.
I get into it.
Stable as possible, rugged, and like now it's just like really dawning on me just the last few days. Quiet is hugely important too. If we can have like a tiny, cute robot that's like wandering around just quietly and unobtrusively, like then it could hit like mass appeal. But I mean, if it's
Yeah.
loud at all or like produces any kind of noise, I don't know. Some people might be annoyed by it.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, and then the scale. I actually like forgot in this moment the whole scale. I'd also like to get
The load
the
testing.
load test
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to actually work.
Yeah.
So probably be looking into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, so the quiet thing is a two-edged sword because like a little bit of noise is arguably okay because it warns you. It's like a dog.
Yeah.
You don't want
With
to
the
sneak it up
bell.
on you.
Yeah.
But you're right. If it's, I do think I'd like them to be like even half the volume that Pam is now. She's like half the volume that yours is probably. Um,
Yeah.
but anyways, that's actually a hard problem to solve. I've Googled it before. It's like they recommend buying this motor that costs like $200 new for like one motor. It's like 1 to 200
Yeah.
for one motor because it's manufactured so well by the Swiss company and make it like not noisy. And then the other hack would be to like somehow dampen it
Yeah.
by just mounting it on some kind of a pad or something.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean we'll look into that as it becomes a larger issue.
Yeah, definitely we should. And I was also thinking this morning, um I was really thinking this because I was like writing an email to Wendy. I was like, right now you put this inside your house, but I would love to say this robot is what the revolutionary thing about it is. Now you can walk to the supermarket and you can tell your friend, "Hey, join me remotely, just to follow me using this robot." But right now it can't follow just because it's too slow. If we can make it at least walking speed, like you can walk and the robot will be following you on the sidewalk outside, then like that opens up also like all kinds of doors. That might be another
Yeah.
critical feature too, or big feature.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's make it. Yeah, I'd like to do that now.
Yeah, I'll add it to the backlog, the pivotal.
It's a matter of like, hopefully it won't be too difficult. It's just a matter of making sure the motors have the proper gear ratio, and then the trickier thing is making sure they have enough power.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're not worried about jacking the price up by another $50 or so, which we don't have to worry about for a prototype.
Yeah.
Then it's not that hard to just make it faster. So.
Do you think faster would mean louder?
Slightly, but then only slightly. And I don't think you need to worry about it that much if they're walking with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if it's at your house, it could be still going slow.
Yeah.
And like when it goes outside.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the users shouldn't be allowed to drive it. Like these random ass users should not be allowed to drive it fast inside unless they're verified or whitelisted or something. But your friend can. So.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like, I mean, this is what I was thinking this morning. Like the future of this really may be the sort of the whitelisted, you know, like users that you know, or users that you know who they are, your friends, your family, those kinds of users. Right now, like we're sort of immersed in this world where like we just allow any random stranger on the internet to join the robot or to come to the robot. But I don't know, maybe I kind of lost my train of thought. What was it? Anyway, like it's like I was thinking like it's gonna be you tell your friends on Facebook like I'm going to the supermarket and whatever you have like 200 friends on Facebook. One of
Yeah,
them they would love to just hang out with you remotely
yeah,
and what was it? Yeah, and I was thinking it might be like the closer the people are, I don't know. At some point, it kind of becomes more creepy. Like if I have a Facebook friend and I'm just like, watching them through like acquaintances, not like my sister or anything, but like just a sort of I know this person, this acquaintance on Facebook, and I'm just like in the corner of their room silently watching them kind of almost
yeah,
almost becomes more creepy than if I didn't know them at all. Um,
yeah.
but
I
but
think, yeah,
go ahead.
it's a good point. I mean, I think the reason it fits the Reddit community and the 4chan community right now is because they're basically, I mean, myself included, a bunch of nerds, not the social aspect. I don't know, you're probably more social than I am, but their socialness is not very high, and they kind of get the social interaction dopamine from just interacting with strangers. I don't think they really care, almost don't really care who the person is they're talking to. That's kind of how Reddit and 4chan work. They're just like
Yeah,
information coming from anonymous crap.
yeah,
It's good information, but it's all like not really your friend. And I think that really fits the current mode that we're in, which is like random, open to the world. But then as we progress, the other part of the human species, probably a larger part of the human
exactly.
species,
That's what I'm saying.
is
Yeah,
the Facebook, Twitter crowd that are going to want to interact with people they really know more.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, you put it a lot better than I did. I'm having like trouble forming words this early in the morning, but yeah, you're right. It's like
Yeah, it's all good.
what I was trying to say. Like right now, we allow the entire internet into the robot, but that's because we don't have enough uh, users. I mean, um, like if we put an ad on Craigslist, uh, I don't know, there wouldn't be enough people to drive the robot or accommodate like or yeah be in the robot. So that's why we have to open it up to to strangers so that somebody can be moving the robot. So it's sort of like
Right.
at this stage we need that, but the future, I think the product is going to be like you only allow your friends, your Facebook friends, your family,
Yeah.
whoever it is.
At least most of the, yeah. I mean, I think 90, probably like 80%, at least 80% of usage will be like friends and family. But
Yeah,
then I still think like 20% of the time people might flip it into like open mode to meet new people or something.
yeah,
Because it's kind of cool.
but
It's kind of
definitely
cool to just like meet a person
that's
in the world
that's
and
true.
allow them to kind of like walk around your house. It's almost like instant traveling. Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, I guess yeah, it is cool. It's but yeah, definitely a small percentage of people would be open to that. Yeah, and I'm just thinking like, you know what? I would like I would think it's cool to join in on in like in my sister's life. Like there she has a robot in her place. And I'll just time to time just like check in, see what's going on, see what her life is like, maybe move around a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, especially people that live like extremely far away. Like the people who live like people who live in China or something,
yeah,
or they live in America and their families in China, and it costs so much to travel there, it's almost impossible. So they could just kind of like hang out with their
yeah,
family.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know how the fractions will break down. I mean, we're just making up that 80-20 rule. We don't even know how these things are going to break down until we try them. We might be surprised the way that it's used. But yeah, I'm open to seeing how it goes.
Well, okay, so I guess this morning the reason why I came to that idea about like the friends only allowing your friends to control the robot is going to be the future versus allowing the entire internet because I was really thinking about it would be so cool to walk with this thing to the supermarket, But the thing is, if you go
Yeah.
outside and it's random strangers, they're not gonna obey you. They're gonna like uh,
Oh, I see what you
they're
mean.
gonna hinder you from like just going about your normal life. They're gonna like walk. They're gonna drive the opposite direction or drive into the street. You have to go get it. You have to make sure it doesn't like get hit by cars. But if it's your friend, they're most likely, gonna play ball.
Yeah.
They're gonna obey. You tell your
Yeah.
friend, hey, like let's go to the supermarket. You follow me, and he's gonna be
Yeah.
careful to like stay on the sidewalk to follow you, and like all that stuff.
Dude,
Um,
that's so fun. Yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is it's a feature. So the group, the access private group and
yeah,
public are definitely features that we need, and then we'll see how the users use them. But yeah, I mean that's no doubt. I think that's a killer application that requires some access control. It
yeah.
would be fun to just like tell a robot, yeah, I'm going to the store, open the door for them, I guess, because they can't like reach the handle, and then that's
But yeah,
about
I'm
it.
going to
Then
the
you can get on the
supermarket.
elevator and everything.
I'm going to the supermarket. Just follow me, and then like they walk with you down the sidewalk. They walk
The
with you
robot, hey,
into the
the robot could
supermarket.
even like the robot could have like ability to pay for you or something with like some kind of
Yeah.
Apple Pay built in or something, so you can just walk there with nothing except the robot.
With nothing, you
I'm
mean
just
like no
spitballing
wallet?
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
no wallet. Yeah, maybe it can even carry. No, I don't know. That's kind of asking for a lot. If it put like a cart on it, it'd require a lot of
Yeah, it could carry like
a water
actually
bottle,
it's no problem like carrying items. If it had like a basket on it, it could carry a few things.
a few
That'd be
things.
a lot better because then it'd have like a function. I actually really like that,
Yeah,
like a grocery companion. But
yeah,
um, they're already pretty strong. Uh, you just throw a basket on there and it could carry your Cheerio box home or
and
whatever.
and so another thing about like obedient users, like if like you experienced that with the arm on Marvin, they broke it like instantly, like they run it into a table or whatever. But if it's your friend controlling the robot, they won't do that. Like why they won't do like malicious things like that. They'll see,
Yeah,
oh, the arm's about to hit this table. I'm about to like drive under this table, but if I do, the arm's gonna probably hit the top of it and break. Then they won't do that.
yeah,
Whereas an anonymous user doesn't care or wants to try to break it. So there, I mean, yeah, a lot of things can be achieved with obedient. I don't know if the obedience is the right word, but like non-malicious users. A lot
yeah,
more
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just spitballing. Those are some thoughts I was thinking this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all that. And if the robot is in this open to the world access mode, like down the road, what I've always thought is that the robot needs, let's call it a conscience built in. The robot needs a automatic system that stops it from fucking things up
Mm-hmm.
too much, and it could be like super complex artificial intelligence, but it could also be fairly simple stuff like range sensors that just don't allow it to drive into things
Yeah.
or stuff like that. Just some basic limitations that are put on random strangers to
Yeah.
stop the robot from just causing so much havoc. I haven't done any of that because I actually don't. I think they're having fun just breaking stuff. So it's whatever. I don't care. But I mean, I'm just saying down the road that stuff we could implement some more automatic checking,
Yeah.
kind of reduce. I mean, the most basic form of that is like the tilt sensor that stops them from flipping the robot.
Sure.
That one was necessary just to keep it online.
Yeah. I mean, I have a Roomba, and the Roomba, I mean, it has that kind of technology. It like if it hits something, it doesn't keep going that direction. Well, I don't know if this is applicable, but if it hits something, then it knows to go into a different direction. But with the
Yeah,
arm, how would we do that? So let's say like the robot is driving under a table. The arm is sticking out so that the arm would hit the top of the table, even though the robot can pass under. and it would break the arm if the robot were to continue going under the table. Like things like that. You'd
Well,
have
the
to
arm,
detect the pressure on the arm, pressure against the arm.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have to think about it. But yeah, you could put sensors on the arm that detect if it's getting like really jacked. There's a lot of stuff we can do to improve the arm, but yeah, in theory, if you needed to do that, there might be easier ways to solve this problem. But I mean, if you needed to have a kind of a weakly constructed arm on there, like it is now, it's like plastic, and I mean, it could have sensors so that it knows when it's getting stressed out. I mean, it doesn't. It's just like it's just like use a position sensor on the gears. There are people that actually make YouTube videos about how to do this. They use a variable resistor that you turn, potentiometer that you turn, and they put that on each one of the joints. And then you've got feedback about the state of all the joints. So then you could actually detect if somebody's jacking the joints to some extreme position, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Well, it's all good food for thought.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get I'm gonna probably send this email now that Marvin is back online. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Cool.
All right. See you. Bye.
All right. Later.
Uh huh. Okay.